this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
The dog is hot.
There's no dogs here. Cahoon's not in this podcast.
Bark.
Bark. Hello, everybody.
Oh, no.
Where the fuck am I?
Deep in the hidden passages behind Shoma's apartment.
You were exploring the apartment of Shoma Lyserius, and you found some interesting notes there. Some notes about him working on some sort of explosive called Lyserium.
Lyserium.
Yeah. How megalomaniac.
And then you went down another hallway and found another room. And I think I described it as like things kind of going to grayscale for even with people who could see in the dark.
Micah's angels find an otherworldly room with glowing arcane symbols etched on the floor.
This walk-in pantry has been converted into some sort of magical ritual chamber. The floor is engraved with a rune-filled circle that glows with soft white light. A silvery sheen covers every surface of the room, including objects on the shelves.
And it only gets weirder from there.
In front of you, you see your mom.
Mama!
Oh my god.
And your mom goes
dang.
to punch you.
Mama, what are you doing?
Chester's not been a good boy.
Better hold on to your 3-gallon hats.
You rolled a
rolled an
20,
natural
didn't you?
Are so rude.
We can't take that kind of damage, says Jacob.
Kind of damage. Dang it.
Now.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of Alkenstar?
Stop. Woo! Ah.
I realize I actually know the words to that song.
Happy almost
That was
New Year.
instant panic.
Well, we're finally past Christmas. We're into the almost New Year. It's feeling good. Feeling good. Almost into a new book of an adventure path.
Time marches ever onward, and there is nothing that us mere mortals can do to stop it.
How
Time
exciting.
It's a flat circle.
It's a flat circle.
Time is a flat circle.
That slowly falls onto each of us.
You know, 1 year ago, we had just finished Forbidden Lands, our little campaign of Forbidden Lands. And we took a little Christmas break. And we panicked and got season 2 underway during it. Oh, man. Well, I had a question that I wanted to bring to you guys today. That's not the answer I would expect from you, Jacob.
Oh.
I was thinking a lot. Jacob and I do a lot of talking about TTRPG podcasts. Not just because, you know, we're on one and we make one, but because we consume a lot of them.
Although Jacob has everyone here beat by far.
Podcast. I don't know about. I might.
You do. Trust me on that.
Yeah, so we want to talk about this because Jacob and I had a conversation. We had a conversation about like how on our show, we talk about other TTRPG shows a lot.
We reference them a lot.
And at least in my listening experience, I feel like that's something that's unique to us. I don't know if there's like a taboo actually out there or not, but it feels like not a lot of other shows talk about other shows or reference their stuff as liberally as we do. We try to like credit it where it comes from, but we do it, you know, mostly because we listen to a lot of stuff and we would do it normally.
Yeah, it's our podcast is what it's like for us to play around the table. And around the table, we make a ton of jokes from other podcasts.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't want to like just rebrand their content or anything, but we do listen to a lot of different content and just quote it all the time because it's very funny.
Quoting is fun.
Yeah, so why don't we, in that vein, then go around and list other podcasts, specifically tabletop RPG podcasts or live streams that we have listened to or do regularly listen to. Do we have any volunteers to go first? Jacob, I know your slot will take the longest.
I have a lot, but I can also list them off pretty quickly.
Do you want to get us going then?
Sure.
Go.
I've listened to a lot of the typical ones. I've listened to 1.5 seasons of Dimension 20 Fantasy High. I've listened to Not Another D&D podcasts, which is a lot of the people that are in the Dimension 20 group. I've listened to a ton of Glass Cannon, almost every Glass Cannon thing, because they're my go-to actual play podcasts. Others.
Jacob has crossed his eyes.
It's okay.
Let's see. Bombarded D&D podcast about a group of bards that multi-class into other levels. Roaring Trainers, but only the old stuff, which is a D&D 5e based Pokemon game. Is that it? That might actually be it.
Adventure Zone.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Adventure Zone, first season and second season, and the things between the first and second season. But none of the new stuff newer than that. I dropped off of that one for a little bit. But they're doing a Blades in the Dark game soon, so I might hop back on that and see how that goes. I've listened to a single special episode of Critical Role. It was the one with Duck Thulu. I mentioned that earlier in the podcast a few episodes ago.
In typical Jacob fashion, it was Quack Thulu, I believe.
Quack Thulu. Yes, that is. Oh, that's about how it goes, isn't it? Darkest Dungeon.
Dark Dice.
Dark Dice.
Darkest Dungeon's a game.
That's a game.
That's another Jacobism right there.
Man, and then the top it all for Roll to Cast.
Oh, Rollercast is good.
Yeah.
So out of this pile, this Mount podcast you've built for yourself, what are the standouts to you and why?
I mean, it's the typical ones. It's the Adventure Zone, because it was my first actual play podcast. Glass Cannon, because it's the one I've been listening to consistently for the longest. And then Not Another D&D podcast, because I finished it and it's really good.
There you go.
And then we reference a ton of Glass Cannon,
Do.
Yeah.
And we also
probably too
reference the second most we reference is probably Adventure Zone.
Yeah.
Simply because we solved your bank puzzle and stuff like that.
Love Adventure Zone. I go back and listen to it pretty regularly.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good.
Yeah.
That was my first one too.
And then we just crack a bunch of jokes from those mainly. And I'll even crack a couple from Critical Role, even though I've never heard Jester. I just know, hello, Caleb. Isn't that it? Please tell me that's right.
You got it right.
Yes.
Because we referenced it so much that you just glommed on.
That's right.
Right.
But those are a bunch of the...
Critical, Caleb.
Yeah. That's a bunch of my actual play podcasts. And I can attest that every single one of them are great and fun to listen to.
If you had to pick something that's your favorite, what would it be? You're stranded on an island. You only get one actual play thing to listen to. What would it be?
Ours.
Jacob would pick the one with the most content.
Honestly, I'd probably pick the one that has the most episodes, which would be the original Glass Cannon podcasts.
Yeah.
But besides that one, because that would always be my go-to, probably Not Another D&D podcast, NADPod for short.
NADPod.
Because I really liked the story they told with it, and it's like an even 100 episodes, and that feels good.
Didn't you build a character inspired by either one of their players?
Yes, in our Tomb of Annihilation, I built Court, which was a Circle of the Spores druid, and that was the character was not based off of Moonshine from Not Another D&D podcast, but the character build was based off of Moonshine. I, of course, made a different personality and whatnot. Wildly different, but it inspired me to make Court.
Okay, nice. Now, Drow, I know you don't listen to as much actual play stuff as you used to, but out of the vast catalog that you have consumed, at least in the past, what do you got in there? What have you listened to?
A lot of the same things. I think that was I the one that got us into the Adventure Zone?
Yeah, you were. You were the
probably
pioneer.
were the first one who listened to it, and then you and Derek mentioned it to me, and then Derek just kept mentioning it until I listened to it.
Yeah, I bludgeoned Jacob into it.
That was the first one, Balance.
Yeah.
I definitely lost interest after that.
Oh, yeah.
Balance was good.
Yet again, the mid-range episodes of the original not third gallon.
The original Third Gallon podcast. Lost to the ages.
Yep. The original Glass Cannon podcast.
Yeah.
Which would be Giant Slayer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you
I didn't really like the early episodes of that, but I gave it a chance.
You listened to a lot of their Patreon show, Raiders of the Lost Continent.
Yeah.
I did, yes.
That's a good.
You really liked that show.
I thought some of the characters in it were not great, but in the good way.
Yeah.
In the this is a shitty person but a great character way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I've honestly kind of stopped listening to a lot of other stuff because I'm in 2 Pathfinder shows right now. I don't need to partake anymore. I'm good out here.
I've been trying
Drow
to get
is
you
good out here.
I've been trying to get you into Blades in the Dark content, but you don't have time for it.
I don't have time and I don't have patience.
You are also the one. You're the real fire starter because you got all of us into Adventure Zone well, you got me into it, and I bludgeoned everyone else into it, and you got me also into Critical Role.
Yeah,
I remember we were moving that summer of like 2018, and you had just got caught up on Critical Role. And bad things happened in campaign 2.
Oh,
and you
yes.
were sobbing for like 2 or 3 days.
That was when things happened with the teeth.
Yeah. It was bad. Well, it was a good story moment, but boy, that
Bad.
got you hard.
Yeah.
Very sad. Someone died.
Someone died.
Someone died in the way that they don't come back.
Oh, hot dog.
Which is, as per my previous email, great. The weight of that was felt throughout the campaign. If he had come back, it really would not have mattered as much.
Yeah.
Because there were deaths that were kind of counteracted and they did not matter as much.
There's always the impact of someone dying, but the long-lasting effects don't happen if they come back.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was what we would, in the technical term, call hella dead to the max.
It's the same thing that happened in our homebrew campaign, the Hawthorne buddies.
Yeah.
Because Brick died, and that
Brick
messed
died and
everybody
died
up.
and died.
Except for my character.
Well, I mean, it messed you up. Like, you were upset. You were saddened.
My character was the most practical.
But Brick was resurrected in like less than a day
Because of
so
my
there were no
Yes. I
long-term
was
effects.
fully prepared to have that be the last one.
Yeah, but then Derek's character
Everyone else was planning a funeral.
hammed it up so much.
Yeah.
Everyone else was planning a
Yeah.
funeral, and Jade was calling the ambulance.
Yeah.
Jade was not having it.
It's like, guys, we have scrolls. We could fix this. Why are you still upset? Get going.
She was upset, but she was just like, go, you know, get the scrolls.
But yeah.
Well, yes. Really just Glass Cannon, Critical Role, a little bit of Adventure Zone.
So out of your pile of podcasts, you being the trailblazer for a lot of us for different things, which of them is the most special to you? It could just
Adventure Zone.
Yeah, okay. The balance part of it.
Yep.
Balance was really good.
It was so
Balance
good.
was really good. Balance was so heartfelt. I didn't like the later seasons of it because it stopped feeling like Dungeons and Dragons. But
It wasn't fantasy.
it was still good because Griffin was DMing.
Spicy.
It was still better than others.
So, Kat, yeah, you're the last player in the round here. What do you got that you like to listen to? I know we've got a lot of repeats because, you know, we're a tight friend group, and when one person finds something they really like, we all end up listening to it. But what have you got in your tabletop podcast listening podcast arsenal that you really like?
Well, my first one was Adventure Zone Balance, and I remember binge listening to it. I was sobbing for sad parts and all of that.
Yeah.
I do listen to the Glass Cannon still. I'm behind massively, but most of mine are just repeats. I do like Androids and Aliens. I think that one's my favorite.
That's their Starfinder campaign, yeah.
Yeah. And I like the Glass Cannon Network, but something about the way they did Androids and Aliens, especially pre the COVID,
Oh, yeah.
was just
4 times.
Long ago.
my favorite of their stuff.
Oh, man, I remember in 2019, one of their characters died, and they were bringing in a new one, and he was
Oh,
ridiculous.
he was
And
horrible in the best
disgusting.
way.
Oh, I love it.
I loved him.
Oh my goodness!
But-
I can remember like where I was because I laughed so hard.
You look like one.
No, that wasn't one of the characters. That was the GM's like NPC, I think, right?
Are you
Tum-
sure?
Tumsy.
Tumsy sounded
Yeah.
like, my monkey's my favorite.
No.
So stupid.
There's something princess. You look like a princess.
But yeah, no, one of their characters
was
is
him.
so.
That might have been, yeah.
No, was it not Qualo who was gross?
Oh,
Well,
yeah, it
Qualo
was
was
Qualo.
gross.
Qualo
Yes.
was gross, but yeah. Oh, but he was so funny.
Oh, and he got better over time.
I really think what I liked the most about that versus old school Glass Cannon is they introduced female voices.
Yeah.
And to me, that was an improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just as I've stated
Yeah.
before, I love the sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
Their dynamic was just choice to me there.
Ever since I listened to that, because I listened to that like the day it came out.
Yeah.
And
all the
I am
way
not
through.
up to date, so no spoilers, anyone.
But I remember
we don't
like
wanna spoil
the
that.
year it came out and they did their first Starship Combat being like, I need to play this game.
I was so excited.
That would be a fun one to play.
Back at our old place when I ran on the road, I listened to Androids and Aliens then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That combat music is really good timing for running pacing. Also, I should mention, as much as I love Adventure Zone, first thing, balance arc, my favorite, like the best thing Adventure Zone put out to me was Amnesty. They found the game that worked for them.
Yeah.
That 2d6 system really met their storytelling before it was
powered by the
tabletop.
Apocalypse Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that type of play matched the stories they like to tell the best, and it showed.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, we're very inspired by Glass Cannon, but if you look at our game format, we're actually more similar to the Adventure Zone.
Really?
Yeah, because, I mean, our jokes and our play style fits Glass Cannon much better.
Yeah.
Because, let's be a little honest, Adventure Zone was not known for going strictly by the rules.
Yeah.
But that's,
But that's
why
okay.
the other system worked for them so
They
well.
play, for the most part, a different, it's not exactly, but for a different system each season.
Right.
And they like to use some of the more lesser known game systems. Like when I heard them start playing Monster of the Week, I was very intrigued by it. I went into my local game store, was like, hey, do you guys have Monster of the Week, a powered by the Apocalypse game? And the guy was like, I've never heard of that. We don't have that.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So
no.
it was / probably still is a lesser known game, but like it matched them very well. So our like podcast format, I would say, matches up better to Adventure Zone than it does Glass Cannon.
Well,
but
this-
our play style.
This is a good transition point because the reason I want to talk about what we like to listen to is to give everyone listening kind of some context around like the references we make, the jokes we make. We always try to credit it, but like I don't want to pretend like it feels like, I don't know if people do this intentionally or not. Some podcasts, it feels like they kind of pretend that, you know, no other TTRPG podcast exists or only sort of talk about them. But like we make this show because we listen to a lot of it.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to make stuff that we like to listen to. And if we weren't making a podcast and we were just playing like we used to, we'd be making the same
So many references.
jokes and references all the time. So I don't want to cut all those out.
And not even just references, it's also seeped into how we play the game.
Oh, yeah.
You look at the bottle caps that we do, that's Glass Cannon. We learned it from them. And even Alonzo sending and reading his letter at the beginning of an episode is very similar to how they'll sometimes have flashbacks at the beginning of
It's
an
not
episode.
even just them, but like the whole
And
cutscene thing.
The
comes
whole
from-
cutscene
Yeah, cutscene thing.
And we didn't really do a lot of that until Glass Cannon.
And Adventure Zone and Critical Role have
yeah.
informed it. Like I know I've picked up GMing tips, maybe not directly, but kind of just watching and listening to other people GM.
Yeah.
Pick up some styles that I like to do from that. And every time I say you solved my blah puzzle, I am
That
throwing
is Adventure Zone.
a reference to the Adventure Zone. And I wanted to talk about this because I feel like it's dumb for us to try and censor that stuff. I feel like we know we exist in this world where other TTRPG podcasts exist. Me and Jake were having a conversation about this a little bit ago, but we realized that like we really don't take the show seriously.
Not really, no.
We take the quality very seriously. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
we want it
Yes.
to sound good and be fun to listen to, but like we know the size of our audience, we know who we are as a friend group, and we don't pretend that we're this, you know, going to be on TV kind of thing. You know?
We're
Yeah.
we're not doing a performance. We're playing a game around the table.
Right. And we want to make it sound like the best edited version of what that is.
Yeah.
We know, I have a note here written, we know we are podunk metagaming table gremlins.
Well, I feel like it's very authentic to our play style, just edited for the gaps in rule searching.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the style that we like to listen to as well. I mean, there's a lot of podcasts out there, like Roll to Cast is one I really like, and their style is in between actual play and audio drama, and they do that really well. I really appreciate that about their content. But the style of our podcast, the tone of it is definitely edited. Like I cut out 20 to 30 minutes of things every single recording, but it sounds like the editing style sounds like I didn't You know, like we leave in the asides, we leave in the long banters like this one.
Yeah.
We leave in some of the rule looking up, but not egregiously. We make it trimmed. Maybe we'll trim some stuff here and there to make it fit together, but you should never be able to hear that something is like edited together.
Yeah.
It should feel all like one big piece of thing.
Yeah.
And at this point, I want to throw it to the audience. You know, we exist in a world with a lot of other. Jacob's throwing something invisible to the audience blob.
The audience blob
is
next
for
to the
you,
Boston
audience blob.
poster.
But we know we exist in a world with a lot of other tabletop RPG podcasts, and we
So
love
tell us why we're your favorite.
we love dumb jokes. We love referencing things and new and stuff like that and good stories. So if you have any other podcasts out there that you think are great and you want us to listen to, could leave a comment on our YouTube video or the little form, Google form in the episode description. Go there and send us what you think we should listen to.
And listen, we love you, but there's no guarantee we're going to listen to it.
We listen to a lot of stuff.
I don't
You,
listen to
Jacob,
any
go
stuff.
through so much stuff listening at work that you'll end up getting desperate enough to pick up one.
Oh, I don't know about that. I will.
I remember your panic when you started to run out of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll end up listening.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff that we haven't mentioned too that I've listened to some of. There's a guy I know from like the podcasting subreddit.
Oh,
and
Don't
he's
Feed the
also
Bugbear?
Nobody Wake the Bugbear. He runs a 5e and he's done some other newer games.
You also listen to...
There's also Roll for Intent.
There
There's
we
a
go,
2e
Roll for
podcast
Intent.
playing Abomination Vaults, and you can compare and contrast them with Tabletop Gold, which I've listened to a couple episodes from. Who's doing the same thing, same adventure path. But I like exploring other podcasts. Not everything sticks. Not everything's for me, but I like hearing people play games. I like hearing good GMs and role play, and I like good jokes that I can steal.
That's right.
And for some reason, as much as I used to hate it when I was listening, now I don't skip the banter. When I started, I would always skip banter sessions.
I mean, to be fair, you hate Troy's voice, so...
From Glass.
Oh my God.
I will say that on air. I can't stand his voice.
Some voices great, different people, different ways. I think Troy's really funny.
The first episode, I asked Jacob, is he going to talk like this the whole time? Okay. It's years of listening, and I've just grown a tolerance. Love the content, hate the voice.
As a northerner, unfortunately, that's just what we sound like.
No, I'm not discriminating. I just don't like his voice.
You're a
It grates
regionalist.
on me.
Well, here we'll be the voice
Oh
of
my God.
some inbred Southern yokels in the tabletop space.
Yeah.
As I read our prompt, centuries before the Starstone was raised, the Wizard Kings next and get warred with one another, scarred land between them, until
like-
a devastated, unstable magic wasteland.
I like this.
From the glowing ashes of the man waste for Alkenstar, city of smog. Stop. Metropolis, airships, skyscraper factory, clockwork wonders. To the world, Alkenstar is the pinnacle of
You're getting
innovation
mushmouth.
and determination to face insurmountable odds. All the streets,
Honey.
life in our stars, and non-stop race to ahead of competition. And it is here, that desperate group, hungry for revenge, living on the edge of the law, hunts for the ones who cast him out. They are the outlaws of Alkenstar.
All right.
That was horrible.
At
Thank
some
you.
point, like on a special episode end or book end or book beginning, you should get a guitar, learn how to do like a twangy country fairy tale thing. Just be
Really?
like 3,000 years ago,
Just watch out for the
when
banjos.
Starstone was raised.
Oh man, I can.
37 years ago, wisdom put a spell on me.
Some people forget this. I feel like Drow,
my
you forget
God.
this. That I
No.
have a Southern accent. I just suppress it most of the time,
Same.
Oh my God.
and it's not that bad. But if I need to drop into mush mouth, it takes me a minute to spin up, but I can.
You get the Appalachian mushmouth down.
I
Oh my
repress.
God.
I repress my deep Southern accent out of shame. I don't have it anymore, but the habit stuck to the
The
point
thing
where no
is-
one notices I have
It's
one.
funny because when I visit family, it
Yeah.
comes out. It comes out a lot.
The thing is, I know that if I were to do a southern accent and talk to you enough, it would immediately slip back into it.
It helps that I don't have Southern family.
Well, shoot.
Well, it is now a episode divisible by 4, so it's a hero point reset time.
Math.
All right.
Yeah.
I love math.
Everyone reset your hero points back to 1.
I have to change nothing.
Your government issued hero points.
Wait, do I get one? Because I have 0 hero points right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
You do get one.
You'll have one.
Playing a dangerous game there.
While we're going through random stuff, can I say thank you for my shout out, Bridgie P?
Oh, yeah, you can.
How
It made me feel
sweet.
so good inside. Forget the great betrayer.
No.
No.
It gave me a compliment.
No.
No,
No.
no.
I
So
will
good
hold the
portrayal.
grudge forever.
Still great
I
portrayal.
got
So
the
where are we
compliment.
at?
Well, it's funny you asked that. When last we left our intrepid outlaws, you were exploring the apartment of Shoma Lyserius. You had found a secret door. You'd entered into this weird, like, clockwork lab and fought some of your old clockwork handler buddies. You killed a homunculus.
So serious.
And then you were exploring the rest of it, and you found what looked to be like an actual used bedroom, unlike the kind of done-up one in the front part of the apartment. And you found some interesting notes there, some notes about him working on some sort of explosive called Lyserium.
Lyserium.
Yeah.
How megalomaniac.
And you also found his fancy clothes, and Alonzo found a big nap. Found a good
Yep.
nap gas.
Oh, yeah.
He has
Poor
plus
thing.
1 cat nap.
Nap gas.
You set off a trap, and Alonzo got very sleepy and stuck in a room. You're able to get to him and slap him a few times.
And
wake him up.
everybody teased me for telling everyone to get out, but because they were out, we were able to get up in a good amount of time.
Yeah, it was smart, very smart. And then you went down another hallway and found another room. And I think I described it as like things kind of going to grayscale for even with people who could see in the dark.
Yeah.
And you opened the door to this room and you saw a bunch of wispy figures. And that's where we left off with you guys.
Yeah.
What?
Do we get to roll for initiative?
Oh, yeah. On that note, why don't we have you guys roll for initiative?
Crap!
The dog is hot.
All right.
There's no dogs here. Cahoon's not in this podcast.
Bark.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, no.
Where the fuck am I?
Where's Dad and Mom?
Oh my god, is that a cat? Buck. 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 Buck.
Or does Ike's back hair go up on their back where they don't have mechanical parts? Hiss.
Do the mechanical parts get fuzzier and raise up?
They get staticky.
Zap.
I like that.
I don't know who you are, but I don't like you.
And I don't like you.
Let's go around and get some initiative. Alonzo Tenrivet, what is your initiative?
Unfortunately, it's just a 14.
Oh, no.
Bad roll.
Chester William.
18 on the die for a total of 27.
Wow. Sock here.
A total of 10.
Hey, it's better than I rolled
Oh,
for
I
you.
thought mine was bad.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Chester's in front of it.
Well, yeah,
everyone
that's
here.
a good thing I'm
I
in
need
front.
my roll to be high for sneak attack.
Don't.
Jacob is picking up an airsoft gun.
Fight start.
Oh my god.
Fight!
I armed my players today with like rubber weapons, and Jacob grabbed an airsoft gun.
I was like, I want a gun.
Oh my god!
We're an
We were
Alkenstar.
goofing off with them today, so we're waving around like a rubber hatchet, rubber kukris, and a rubber sword. Jacob's like, no, gun. All right, well, guns and swords ready. First in the order here is going to be Chester Williams.
Yes.
Chester, going first in the initiative, Williams.
What are you going to do,
I'm gonna
Chester?
count out how he's going first.
Chester would like.
Actually, you know, let's back up here a little bit.
Uh-oh.
You want me to read the flavor for this again?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll read the flavor for this before we get into the fight. This walk-in pantry has been converted into some sort of magical ritual chamber. The floor is engraved with a rune-filled circle that glows with soft white light. A silvery sheen covers every surface of the room, including objects on the shelves. The only clear exit is a door leading to the north, which is where you guys are coming in. And with that being said, it's time to get into this fight. All right, so
I am ready to die.
Chester, you are gonna act first. What do you want to do?
Chester
I'm gonna guess.
wants
Devise
to
a
make a
stratagem.
knowledge check. Williams would like to make a knowledge check.
On these little wispy guys?
Yeah.
Okay. That
Religion? Are they undead?
is a good question.
Arcana? Crafting. You want me to roll crafting, just like the homuncle.
I'm gonna guess Arcana or
obviously.
religion.
I think it's gonna be planes, but I'm gonna double check my notes here real quick.
I don't believe planes is a skill in this. Would that be occultism, arcana,
Occultism. Sorry.
underworld lore?
Underwear lore.
Yes, underwear lore.
Captain Underpants over here.
Gasp.
It would be occultism. I think can you also roll? No, it's just occultism.
Wah. Oh, I like that. It's a 14 on a die plus 9 for a total of 23.
23,
Da.
Are you trained or expert in occultism?
I am trained.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for that. You know that these are extraplanar creatures, which I hinted at. You know that these are called iotons.
That's a cool name.
IOTON. They are incorporeal, and they come from the astral plane. And what you know about the astral plane may explain a little bit of what's going on in here. The silver sea surrounds the planes of the inner sphere, separating them of those of the outer sphere. The astral plane provides the backdrop for which the river of souls flows from the material planes. Far from the empty void, the astral silver substance churns with currents and storms from the metaphysical heat of the plane of fire, where it touches the chaos of the maelstrom. The resulting eddies interact with the memories of the dead to produce fleeting simulacra and even demiplanes. So basically, you would know with that knowledge check that something about the astral plane might be bleeding into this room. And these are beings from that plane.
Would it be reasonable to assume it's because of the, though I don't know, magical symbols carved on the floor that are glowing?
That may be part of why you figured out what's going on, yes.
Oh, okay. Are they weak to anything?
They have weakness to mental damage.
Ooh.
And that's all I'll give you from their statistics.
I believe there is a bomb for that, but I don't have it.
There's a bomb for that.
Actually, hold on a second.
Bomb of emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
You said mental
Reddit.
damage, right?
Yeah.
Downvotes.
You just send them a
Just
link
give
to...
them downvotes.
You just send them a link to 4chan.
Oh, cool. I didn't expect this. This is nifty, yo.
The Spanish Inquisition?
So that was one action knowledge check.
Yes.
Second action. Oh, dang it.
Come on.
Devise a stratagem.
No. Draw a bomb.
Okay.
Third
Devise a
action.
stratagem.
Okay, so there are no tiles here. Are any of these things next to another, like tile-wise?
So these are tiny.
But like squares. They would be adjacent like that.
I mean, there is tiles here, but no, none of them are... Well, because like...
Hold on, I
can move within a square. Like I can take up... Within a 5-foot square, I can subdivide it 4 times and move around that. So like, technically, they're all adjacent because this is a tiny, tiny little room. But like, they're small enough. I don't know how it counts.
No, okay, as long as they're adjacent, that's all that matters.
Yeah, let me draw something with Foundry.
Yeah, it's okay. I gotcha. So Chester is going to draw a bomb. Mm-hmm. He's going to draw a...
Is he good at art?
Gets out his charcoal.
He actually may very well, because he's got crafting, and that's under crafting. He's going to draw a Dread Ampule Lesser, a bomb.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And he is going to throw it at the bottom right iodine.
Do you want to? I have the thing you're drawing here. Do you want to describe it real quick using the text?
I will read what a Dread Ampule is.
Yeah.
Lesser. This flask is filled with a murky purple gas that briefly interferes with normal brain activity. A Dread Ampule deals listed mental damage and mental splash damage. On a hit, the target becomes frightened 1 or frightened 2 on a critical hit.
Wow. Mental damage.
I bought a wide variety of bombs. I didn't actually expect to get to use this one. So this is pretty dope as long as I hit. That is a 12 on the die for a total of 19.
And which one are you throwing at?
The bottom right. They're arranged in like a triangle.
Yeah. And the bottom one's further away from you.
Yes, I won't
appears
get
to be
splash damage.
Right triangle.
Okay. So what was the to hit?
19.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Nice. So that is going to be, it's a d6 of mental.
Okay.
1 plus 1 splash is 2.
but that'll trigger their weakness to mental 3, so that'd be a total of 5.
So 5 for the bottom right one,
Okay.
and then 4 for the other 2.
That's good damage.
Yes, and the one that I hit is now frightened 1.
All right.
So-
So that's the damage, and you said it's frightened.
Yep, it's not a metric ton of damage, but it's damage.
Maybe these things are little.
Didn't
Hopefully.
you do damage to multiples?
Yes.
That's always a good thing.
A total of 17 damage.
That's
but
good.
amongst 3 creatures.
That's real good, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn.
And that is Chester's turn.
It is the one you just hit's turn.
Ooh,
What do I want you to do, my guy?
retreat.
Yeah, run away. Get here.
Float away.
Well, I mean,
Leave.
it doesn't have to retreat. Fright doesn't work that way in this one.
Maybe it wants to be friends.
But it will have a negative on its to hit.
Maybe it wants to be friends.
Maybe it wants to be friends after I hit it with a bomb.
Maybe it wants to be friends.
No, it just wants to disappear and
I
contemplate the
intended
universe.
to ask if they were getting hostile towards us. I assume so because of initiative, but that's a dangerous assumption. Too late now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the guy that you hit is frightened,
He looks smug.
which sucks. Frightened, for those listening at home, which you know is everyone, you take a status penalty equal to the value to all your checks and DCs. At the end of each turn, you reduce your frightened value by 1. So basically, everything I do is -1, and like my AC and my DCs, back in black, are all -1 as well. Cool. But Ed don't care. He don't care. He gonna come up to you.
And be friends.
Can they occupy the same square as each other? They're tiny, so probably. But
They
I'm
can both
asking.
occupy. They're tiny, and they only take up like a quarter
Yeah,
square.
that's what I thought.
He's going to come up to you, and he's going to touch you.
Yeah.
So one action move, one action, reach little incorporeal tendril.
I don't know you. This is my paw.
do not
You
consent.
absolute. You
No,
took
did he?
away-
monster. You are a bad
I
person.
just took away my GM screen so Jacob can see my tray.
You rolled
I
a
rolled an
20,
natural
didn't you?
20.
are so rude.
We can't take that kind of damage, says
This
Jacob.
kind of damage. Dang it.
So
You should put your thing.
you're not going to get
Okay.
damage, so you're going to take a D4 of persistent mental damage.
Oh.
And that's doubled on a critical, right?
Yeah, that's something that we.
Do you take that now, or you're going to take it on your turn?
On my turn.
Okay, so you'll be taking persistent mental damage.
Most people
sound-
say that you do double the persistent damage, but some people say that's too harsh. Ultimately, that's up to you.
You sound so broken.
I believe rules as written. It is doubled.
And more importantly,
I am defeated.
It's okay.
more importantly here.
Double persistent damage is something I wanted to avoid since I read about it, because that is deadly.
And more importantly, it hits you. It
Grievously
reaches
injured.
into your mind,
Oh,
and you
shit.
start like getting fuzzy. Your ears ring a little bit, and reach up to grab your head. And when you look back up, you don't see it in front of you anymore. In front of you, you see your mom,
Mama!
Oh my god.
and your mom
Oh,
goes
dang.
to punch you.
Mama, what are you doing?
Chester's not been a good boy.
Misses you with a total of 10.
I don't listen. I don't get like a save for this or anything.
Mom.
Okay, just making sure.
Misses you with a total of 10, but you see that you looked away for a half a second, and now it's in front of you. The rest of you see the little wisp digging into Chester's brain.
What the hell, Mom?
That'll be
That
its
is your
turn.
mother?
It's right there. She's
You are
right
half wisp?
She just tried to punch me.
Oh.
Alonzo Tenriff, it is now your turn.
I've got my crossbow loaded. I said so earlier, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I want to.
Shoot me in the back of the head?
If I shoot through Chester, they're going to get
hold on.
cover.
Let's just shoot me in the back of the head.
They will get cover, yeah.
Just come on in.
I would give them...
How much cover?
What about the one that stuck in the back of Chester's head?
Oh my
There's no
goodness.
cover there. Just don't miss.
The problem is, I don't think I can get in there without occupying their same square, and I don't think that's a good
I
idea.
think I give
You
you,
could get over here.
lesser cover.
You could get right there if you wanted to.
That's
And
where
then
I think I'm going to go.
you wouldn't be flanking with a ranged weapon, because I also don't have a weapon out, but
There's no physical thing in front of you, it's just Chester, so I think I'd give lesser cover.
Well, then I'm actually going to try to shoot the crossbow then.
The one assailing Chester?
Yes.
does
Cool.
Does tumble through work with ranged weapons or only melee?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, just curious.
Let's see, because it might say. Tumble behind. Successful tumble behind through leaves the target flat-footed for your next attack before end of turn.
No, yeah, you could do it with a ranged weapon.
Ooh.
It's just if you shoot and then when you're next to them with a ranged weapon, they can attack of opportunity if they have that reaction.
I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the thing. I only get to shoot it once because it's a 2-action reload anyway.
I gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to shoot.
Okay.
And I should note that I was actually accidentally gimping the heavy crossbow. It was only marked as striking, and it's striking and +1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it will hit.
Yay!
Which one are you hitting? There was 2.
The one that was hitting you that you
Okay.
called Mama.
Mama?
Mom, is that you?
Yeah, I'm hitting that one.
Alonzo,
So
what
I
the hell are you doing?
Iotan, mama.
Oh, I was like, that ain't your mama.
That's my mama. She's right there.
Mama, I'm home.
Mama,
What the?
what are you,
Why are you punching me in the face?
why are you here? Do you know Shoma?
I didn't drop out of school, I promise.
Yeah, they kicked me
my
out
God.
for illegal activity. So much better.
Oh, yes.
I got 2 8s on the 2d10. So that's 16 damage.
16
Spicy.
damage, but you notice it passes through its incorporeal self, but it does take some of the mist with it and does do damage.
Oh, that's good.
Because it is a
'Cause it's
+1,
magical.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I
want to
mean-
know at home, whenever you're so in Pathfinder 1E, if something was incorporeal and you didn't have a magical weapon, you were up shit creek.
Yep, just
without a paddle.
SOL.
Yes.
If you had a magical weapon, you could hit it for half damage. In second edition, whenever something's incorporeal, it has resistance, basically. So, and basically the way this guy works, I just want to show it off because I think it's neat, is it has resistance 2 to everything except force, and ghost touch, or mental. And then it has double resistance versus non-magical. So that's how they handle it. So you could actually still hurt it with a non-magical weapon.
So basically,
You
it's
just have
minus,
to-
minus
You'd have
4
to
on the
hit it
damage.
so much.
So it'll be -2 to Alonzo's attack, which will be 14 points.
Oh, no,
of
because
damage.
it is magical.
Because it is
magical.
technically magical. All right, then I drop the crossbow, so that's not an action.
That's
Draw
free.
my rapier, and then I'm going to move in right here.
Okay.
Wait, no, I want to be here.
You'll still need to roll a tumble through because you're going to be moving through their space.
That's fine. I'll roll that.
The draw was one action, and then tumble through.
I
will
can
be
only
another
do
action.
really
Yeah.
good damage with my rapier. That 2-action reload is
You
harsh.
could technically tumble behind, to be fair.
Oh, natty 18.
He didn't kill Mama Iotan, did he?
I do intend to tumble behind.
Yeah, you got it.
That would be an 18.
Yeah, that'll pass.
No, a 28.
Ooh.
Which one do you want to have tumble behind? Because I think you can only do it on one creature. I know you move through 2 spaces. You beat it for both, but which one do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I've got to move through 2. I just want to do it to the one that I'm attacking. See if I can take one down before my turn ends.
Cool. It will be flat-footed to your next attack, I believe.
Okay. And I need that flat-footed because this is my second attack bonus.
Well, you can't act now. You did 3 actions.
Yeah, you
Shot,
drew your weapon.
Drew, and moved.
Oh, okay. Well,
But it'll last till the end of your next turn, I think, right?
yeah, it does. My next attack by the end of my next turn.
Yeah, you're good.
It only accounts for 1 attack.
Is it flat-footed to you or flat-footed to everyone?
I believe it's
only
just
him.
to me.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
To your next attack.
Psych here. It'll be your turn now.
Boy, there are a whole lot of things that I could do, but I would also be.
Hitting everybody else.
Yeah.
I
First
got
thing
off
I'm
to
going
the
to do.
side on purpose.
Oh, you're going to roll your flat check.
Chester, what the... Not Chester. Alonzo, what the hell? You shot my ma.
It ain't
it's
your
mine.
mama.
What'd you get?
So I thought that I rolled a 6, which still would have worked, but it would have been right on the line. But it is in fact a 9. So
You are
there's a spell for me. Did I?
Yeah. Okay, so you got a 9. This
Yeah.
is an important thing that we keep forgetting to do. Regular success is we randomly determine this level of spell slot, but that's like you only have one anyway.
Yeah.
And the slot lasts 3 rounds instead of 1 minute. Critical success, you get to pick,
Yeah.
and it lasts for a minute. So you have
Okay.
3 rounds to use your first level spell you got back.
All right. How hurt are you, by the way?
I'm not hurt at all yet.
Okay.
On my turn, I will take persistent damage, but we'll worry about that then.
So can I get all of these guys if I do my not my forbidding ward, my haunting hymn?
I'll tell you, that starts in the square in front of you. Oh, Chester, baby.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
they...
You will get everyone, including Alonzo. Actually, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I put it in the wrong spot. There we go.
I'll live.
You will still get everyone, including Alonzo and Chester.
All right, what do I got to roll? Fortitude?
Yes, a DC 19 Fortitude saving throw.
So you're just gonna? How about I do anyway?
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
I got a critical fail.
You're deaf.
That's okay. I can still attack while death.
That means that I could do this again and you won't be affected.
That's not necessarily bad then.
That's
You can hit me with it now.
Okay, so I need to roll fortitude for these
so-
guys. Hold on. So that's gonna be
So that's a D6 plus 4.
a pass. Wait, what's your DC?
19.
19. Yeah, one pass. A fail, and another fail.
All right.
So give me the damage, and we'll have to double it for Alonzo.
9.
9 points of damage.
Ow.
So you take 18.
Okay, I am actually hurt.
Oof. Shubapadoo.
That bad. If I hadn't realized it, I would have gotten up into that top corner.
Ow.
Friendly fire.
Ow.
You take half.
I didn't succeed.
Oh. I critically failed. That's why I took double.
Okay. Shit.
And then half of that is
Your
4, right?
spell actually does enough
Yeah.
damage to worry about now. That decent.
It's always whenever I'm like, the rogue will be fine. The rogue will be fine.
You know, I'm starting to feel victimized.
Oh,
Am I a target?
Whenever
I
you
just
play
have
a
so much
rogue,
faith in you.
You're just a magnet for damage whenever you end
I
up playing
really
rogue.
am. Why do I do it? Because I love it so much.
All right,
Is
so
that the first time you've been caught in this?
this is
Yes.
the first time both of them have then. Do they hear anything fun? Is it just Alkenstar girls?
It is.
Is it that, like, you know how they'll have the things where people zone out and it'll be like that whine, it's like a whining, ringing noise? Is that what I hear?
It's the flashbang noise from Half-Life 2.
Oh, you don't get evasion till 7th level.
No, the explosion noise from Half-Life 2. That's just ring.
Yeah.
Psycheer opens their mouth and unleashes the distant, cold creaking of a gigantic machine slowly approaching.
All right, so
What?
that's 2 actions. Do you have anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna look at what,
You can move into the room.
hang on. Heal has a touch range one that is just one action. I could.
Well, you hurt Alonzo more, and Alonzo is super duper to the max, not in touch range.
I gotta get this out of my system in 2 rounds.
Yeah, you
Or
might as
else
well
I might
heal
explode.
Chester. I can take more damage than Chester.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What's your health total?
Me?
Yeah.
But
Currently?
I just did like
No,
half
total,
of it.
Total.
Oh, 44.
Oh, yeah, you got more health than I do.
Oh, I am just above half.
I got 38.
But you can't take as much damage as me.
Correct.
Okay, so let's look at heal. I'm going to do the one action version, which is just a range of touch, which is a D8.
Kill me.
Oh, I have deafened on the top of my screen.
4.
Yay. Or harm. You did harm, right? Harm?
It would be harm, yes.
Okay.
I know you.
You did harm. You did harm, right? holds up the gun.
You did harm, right?
Here, fuck you.
We need to get Nerf guns at this table. You did harm, right?
Psycheer is ready to kill.
+1 foam.
Gotta kill him with kindness.
You are you're deafened for a minute, Alonzo. I added that to
Yeah.
your thing.
Yeah, I
Which
actually have
means
the icon at the
you
top
could
of my screen.
No
Pick.
longer be harmed by the yell.
Yeah.
What? What?
What?
What?
Next in the order is going to be these other Iotons. One of them's going to slurp up to Alonzo.
Slurp.
Sure.
One move
Nimble dodge.
One
That's
action.
right, that's right.
Nimble dodge. So this is going to be a
Nimble dodge.
Ooh, natty 18.
Oh,
26 to hit.
Oh.
it's not a critical.
All right, you're going
But
to
you do
take
hit.
a d4 of mental damage
Oh my
persistent
God.
on your turn. And then it is going to also do its thing. And you grab your head. You already can't hear anything because of the just ringing. And you
It's
look
his
up
beloved.
and you see Eleanor.
Oh no.
And Eleanor rears
Eleanor.
back to punch you.
His beloved.
His beloved. Natural 19.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Eleanor, my beloved.
-4? Or
I
5?
Yeah, no, it'd be -4, so that'd be 21.
That hits.
You will take
Dang, he's going to take emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouchie.
And that is its turn.
You see a tear in
Wait,
Alonzo's
only two
eye.
attacks?
I moved. I attacked. I did another attack.
Oh, you had to move. Okay.
None of you see Eleanor. You just see this thing like reaching smoky tendrils into Alonzo's mind.
Get your hands out of his. Oh, is that what they're doing to me?
No, but you
Yeah,
do
that's
see
right.
that Alonzo straight up got like a tear.
I love it when two things happen to two different people because it does give you the chance to be like, hold on a second.
Hold on a minute.
Is my mama really here?
And then the third one here could either go for Alonzo or Chester. I'm going to roll a d6, 1 to 3 Chester, 4 to 6 Alonzo. It's Alonzo.
Oh, God.
So it's going to just sit there and attack you.
I didn't mean to doom myself.
Natural 18.
My
I don't think the persistent damage doesn't stack.
correct. It does not.
But you'll see this one transform into your father. Is he still alive?
His dad is dead.
Yeah, he transforms into your father.
Oh crap! Alonzo's freaking out now. He's like,
Hey, congratulations. This guy's almost about as fucked up as Owen.
no, Alonzo's dad is dead of natural causes.
18
No, but this is going to cause
total
it.
to hit with the punch.
Yeah. Wait, 18?
18.
No, 18 doesn't
Oh,
hit.
thank God.
Swing for the fences here. Miss on the third one too. So Eleanor and your dad are just beating the crap
Yeah,
out
now
of
you hear Alonzo in a loud, uncharacteristic voice. Dad?
And you thought
Ellie?
your rogue Owen needed a therapist. Top of the
Dad.
new round.
I have
Yes,
a
Drow?
question. Did it look like the scream hurt them?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
so mechanically they resist some of it because they're resistant to everything, except like very specific stuffs. But they did take damage.
Good.
Okay. Top of a new round though will be Chester Williams. What are you gonna do? Your mama's attacking you,
That ain't my
kicking you in the knees.
I know you ain't my mama.
No, you don't.
No, don't
Just-
kill that one. That's the one I have my
Just don't-
flat-footed to.
Just don't feel right though. Chester's going to
Hit the other one.
first round devise a strategy.
DAD?
It's a 12 on the die.
Dad.
Chester's then going to draw a bomb,
Okay.
and he's going to throw another Dread Ampule, his last one.
Is he gonna hit me?
Actually,
I can't take anymore.
Sorry.
First, before you hit this thing,
Sorry.
Are you going to kill me?
I'm not going to kill. It's going to be like damage. It's
Are you
literally
sure?
one.
Okay.
Yes.
before you hit this thing, you're gonna take some persistent mental damage.
That is at the end of the turn.
Okay, go ahead.
He's going to throw a bomb at this one right here, the furthest one down,
Okay.
because everything is adjacent to him, even Alonzo. And that will be a total of 19.
That'll hit.
All right. Luckily, because I did devise a stratagem, I get 2d6 to add to this. That's going to be 2 and a 5. So 8 damage
Okay.
to the one he hit,
Okay.
the southernmost one,
Okay.
and then 1 damage to the other 2, plus their weaknesses. Oh, so it'd be 11 damage to the bottommost one and 4 to the other 2.
And then one
Yeah.
to me.
And to 1 to you, yes.
1 to you. Your brain starts hurting. Your nose starts bleeding. So 1 to the other ones, right? And then that'll have their weakness applied.
Yep.
Me.
And
Chester!
The one all the way to the south also is now frightened 1. Devise a
And the
stratagem.
one you hit that the one next to you that got the splash damage is now dead.
is dead. Now,
It disappears.
let me
in a
ask
puff
you
of
this.
smoke.
Do I still take that persistent damage since it's no longer attached to my head?
Yes, because you take it's persistent damage.
I didn't know if it was I didn't know if it was the kind of one that would die when it died.
It put bad thoughts in your head. You take 4 persistent damage,
Ow.
and
just
make a
like-
flat check.
And I don't make it.
Okay.
no.
So you'll still take it.
Did you double that?
I did. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
Good.
God.
Great. Fantastic. I love it.
All right, that's your turn. The one that was menacing you is now dead. Alonzo, you are deafened, but it is your turn. The one you rolled behind is now dead from the thing. Your nose is bleeding. Your brain hurts. Your dad and your fiance are kicking you in the kneecaps.
Alonzo's gonna need some therapy after this.
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to assume I know it's not them.
You could probably intuit from what Chester was yelling
Chester
about.
was, before I got deaf, Chester said it was his mom.
And in the ability that this is, it specifically calls out that they are imperfect recreations.
Oh, so I would notice
okay.
it's not my love.
You ain't my mama.
All right, well, I'm
I
going to
don't know
attempt
you.
to tumble through up into this corner.
Okay.
So I'll roll acrobatics.
Okay.
oh, thank God.
Natural 12 for a 22.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Strike.
Out of the box.
Out of the box. Oh, natty 18. So that is a 28.
28 will 100% hit. Which one are you attacking?
I'm going to attack the one. Isn't the top one gone?
The top one has a skull.
Okay.
So it's dead.
On my screen, it just looks white. The flashing effect is making it hard to see the skull. I'm going to attack the one that's now the top one.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Does Frighten lower its AC?
Yeah.
Hit the bottommost one because its AC is one lower.
You wouldn't be
And
able to tell him that, though.
Yeah.
He should be able to tell. He saw the bomb. We know each other.
You can see which one
Okay.
it hit for
Okay.
sure.
I mean, I can, but can I attack it from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is occupying a sub-square, so it's totally fine.
Okay. Well, then I'll attack that one.
Okay.
Does that make
that'll
he-
be a critical hit.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing 19 is their AC.
Please help me metagame. I'm not as good
Have
as
we
you
been
are at metagame.
Really lucky.
Oh, no, their AC is lower than that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank God.
You were here metagaming. I'm like, it doesn't
So
matter.
that means I'm hitting my dad. That's better than hitting Eleanor.
No, you're hitting Eleanor if you do that.
Oh, I'm going to do it anyway. It's not Eleanor. I'm angry at this thing for pretending to be
It's
Eleanor.
Eleanor, but her face is all gloopy.
It is like
Nightmare
wispy
fuel.
and gloopy. The eyes
okay,
are
so I
dark.
did a critical.
All right.
And I do get my sneak attack because of the tumble behind.
Yes, actually, you don't.
Oh, wait, because they're immune?
They are immune to precision damage.
Well,
so don't bother rolling it.
You just kind of...
Oh,
But the tumble through made it flat-footed, which I need.
What
Okay, well, fine. I'll do my attack without...
Yep.
would persistent?
Do I get my deadly die or no?
You get does deadly precision?
Yes, it's precision. Or is it piercing? It says deadly P.
That's piercing.
It's piss.
Oh, piercing.
Deadly. On a crit, add listed die for extra damage.
Yeah, just you add the die. Yeah, you just add it. It's not like a precision thing.
Okay.
There is an important question
So
here.
roll your normal rapier damage, double it, and then roll the d8.
I got a 6, doubled is 12, and the D8 had a 2 for 14.
Is that adding your?
Do I double my plus 4?
Yeah, so 6 plus 4 is 10.
10.
Doubled is
10
20.
doubled is 20 plus the 2. 22 damage.
22. Shave off a little bit for the
You
resistance.
ate my girl.
And it is very dead.
Yes!
Another important question. What
Or rather, you ain't my girl.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Because he
Oh
can't
my
hear.
God.
would
You ain't my girl.
so sneak attack doesn't work on it? Would sneak attack like damage work if it was done in the bomb, which does full damage?
Yeah,
Okay, never mind then. Cool.
I'd say so.
But my tumble behind makes it flat-footed, which is helpful.
That's a gray area, but like I'm just gonna go off the way Ghost Touch used to work.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
So.
thinking.
And also really
If-
does with that much damage, it don't matter.
If
Well,
I had
was
had a
talking about
ghost,
my damage.
Fair enough.
With that much, even if you did less, Alonzo just turbo nuked this thing.
if I had a ghost touch weapon, would I be able to do sneak attack damage on these?
Oh, that's a good question. I want to say yes.
in 1E
in 1E
you
you
could.
would have been able to.
Just curious. I'm not going to
look
make
that
you
up
stop
real
and
quick.
look it up, but
Well, I'm
because in
curious.
1E I would have been able to. I remember that because I got Owen a ghost touch
Is
weapon.
Ghost Touch a thing in 2E?
Yeah, it's a rune.
Okay, cool.
Rolling max damage on the rapier does feel good.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh no, I don't think it does do precision damage.
Oh.
Incorporeal creatures have immunity to effects or conditions that require a physical body, like disease, poison, and precision damage. They usually have resistance against all damage except force and damages from strikes with the Ghost Touch property rune. With double the resistance against non-magical damage. I think what the book says, this is Bestiary page 346, under the incorporeal trait. Basically, it's like they don't have a body. Precision damage is like targeting weak parts of your body as a blob, so you don't get the precision damage as they're ruling. So even if you do full damage with Ghost Touch, there's no precision because the head's weaker. It's just a blob.
That makes sense.
Fair enough. I don't like it, but fair enough.
It's a
And
good
it
description.
Doesn't matter for this one. Doesn't change the outcome. That'll be your turn.
It's dead.
Alonzo, Psych here. It is your turn.
Wait, do I need to take my persistent damage? I don't want to, but I know I must.
Do. Thank you for
I am an
reminding me.
honest player
1 point of mental damage
to my own
and roll a d20 for me.
chagrin. I will roll the d20. Please don't be bad. I got a 4.
All right, it keeps going.
Should have counted Derek's roll.
Shut up. Psych here. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna yell.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm up in the corner. I shouldn't get hit, right?
Also deaf.
You're deaf anyway. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ow! Can you move and then yell?
No.
Alonzo's free hand is holding his head.
What's your DC?
19.
19. I got a 27. So not a critical success.
Oh, that's good.
But a regular success for half damage.
All right.
What was the DC?
19.
I don't make it again.
Oh my god.
My fortitude is my worst save.
Okay, well, luckily it's just 5 this time.
5. That's going to be shaved down for me a little bit. 5 shaved down is 3. Halved is going to be 1, actually.
Would you stop yelling? Ow!
What? Just go deaf! What?
Ow! What the hell? Mama?
All right, it's
Sakir, Alonzo, what's going on?
Psyche, that's 2 actions. Do you have a third you want to use? What did you use for your third action last time?
Healing.
Healed, okay.
Or harm.
No, it was you that got healed.
No,
it was
me,
you
it was
that got
you.
harmed
It was you.
because you were right in front of me.
That's right.
It was
That's right. It was
we had the
touch.
whole joke
That's
about
right.
harm, right?
That's
harm,
right.
right? What do you want to do with your third action?
I'm going to use my third action to talk. If you do not kill this thing, I'm going to yell again. Either you need to duck, cover your ears, or go deaf.
It hurts so bad.
I know.
Why don't you move before you yell?
I don't want to be next to it.
You wouldn't have hurt me.
I feel like I'm missing something.
It's okay. Oh, he can't hear anyways.
You just see them yelling at each other. So no third action?
No.
Okay. It's going to be this one's turn. Do you want Chester or do I want Alonzo? I'm going to have to move
I have
either
healed
way.
more damage than I have hurt you.
We'll roll
It's okay.
D6 again for this.
You haven't healed more damage than you've hurt me.
In the long run.
All
Oh.
right,
Who'd you get?
I got a 2, so I'm going to have attack Chester because you're the low range.
Useless. I already have persistent damage.
Oh my god.
Because his
great.
mama's not there anymore.
That's a total of 21.
Yep.
That is going to be... Well, you just still have the persistent mental damage going, but you see your dad in front of you now.
Daddy?
Oh my god.
Oh, I wish you were real.
It's just an animate pile of dust.
Did you ever make it to the cows? Did you get that milk?
Oh my god.
Miss
I am so
Dad,
sad.
why are you swinging at me?
and miss.
At this rate, Psycheer is not going to see
I
anything.
know it's not my dad. My dad never laid a hand on me.
Oh.
He hasn't either, so it might be.
Oh.
Top of round 3, Chester Williams. You want to throw a bomb at Alonzo again?
Please don't. I'm starting to run out of hit
I'm
points.
gonna devise a stratagem.
Your face.
I'm gonna. So precision damage doesn't do anything to these, no matter what.
Nope.
That's not very good. Do another bomb. Any more good bombs, bad bombs.
Just throw a dang bomb and move on.
Bark.
Jacob's looking at your bombs.
What?
Bark.
Buck.
So that's one action. Second action.
You could just run away.
I could just run away.
Could just run.
Second action. Oh, I gotta move my map so I can move. 1, 2, 3.
Chester's running behind Psyche here.
15 feet to the north down the hallway where it intersects.
I'm gonna turn around and just shout at you that way.
And for his third action, he's I have to move slow anymore. He's going to do nothing because there's nothing else for him to do.
Sweet. Alonzo.
Nope.
Oh.
He's gonna draw his whip.
All right.
Kinky. Alonzo Tinribbit, it is your turn.
Oh shit.
I'm going to attempt to tumble behind it.
Just gonna turn my back to the fight. Just start playing with the whip.
I'm out of the box.
Sakir, you let go of it.
No.
Natty 16 for 26.
Don't yell at it.
You still joking about Psyche at the whip? Yes, that's going to be successful, so I'll move you on the other side here.
That's where I want to be. And I'm going to try to attack.
Alrighty.
Natty 19. So a 29.
That will hit.
Should it
and
not
it will
critical?
be a critical.
I just can't get my D6 of sneak damage.
No.
But I still get the D8.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, this time I'm going to do I get 2 D6s? Because
no,
it's
just
critical?
Roll your D6, add your bonus to it, and then double
I meant
that.
like the 2 as in I do one and repeat.
You didn't do my persistent damage.
Oh, yeah. Persistent damage for Chester. You take 2 points of persistent mental damage.
And I got a 15.
All right, you're good. No, Alonzo, you just roll your base damage and multiply it by 2.
So I got a 2 on the die, plus 4 for 6, doubled is 12, plus the D8 is another 2, so I got 14 damage.
Sweet. That will be shaved down a little bit by its resistance, but this is a magical weapon. So that'll be 12 total, which kills it.
Oh, thank goodness. Guys, y'all. He doesn't know if you're saying anything to him or not.
Oh, there goes Dad again.
I'll start like approaching
Alonzo killed your dad.
and holding up my hands, being like, "Hey,
What?
mouthing, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay."
Grievously wounded, mostly by my friend.
I apologize, but it was either that or the line. And I could get all of them, including Alonzo.
I understand the strategic advantage to what you
Everyone's
did.
Ears and noses are bleeding except Psyche.
It's like
Alonzo's just like overly loud. That hurt.
Oh, did you take your
I
persistent
know.
damage?
Oh, yeah, we need to do that. That's
I
right.
know.
You're going to take 1 more persistent mental damage and roll me D20, Cat.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. This time I should do better. I got a natty 4 again.
You're going to take 2 persistent mental damage, roll me a D20 again.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-oh.
This is getting bad.
Oh God.
2, take damage.
Can I spend
natty 4!
Can I spend a point to make it so that I lifelink to absorb a little bit of
me.
this?
What is with this?
You can, but we're going to do
How
one
many more?
2 more.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to die yet. I'm just hurting.
Roll me another D20.
Come on, D20.
Would that be better for you, or would you rather I just heal you afterwards?
Natty 5.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Tell me how much damage I take.
Does this end at some point,
can
or
I
does it
reference-
keep going nonstop?
I'm referencing a podcast here. I'm referencing the glass cannon. Every day I wake up and I'm me. I eventually have to roll better, she says, picking a new die. Purple has betrayed me. You said 2 that time?
Oh,
I'm down to 12 hit points.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes, you lifelink. You're now going to take 1. It's like here, you take 1 D20 for me.
Do I need to roll again?
Yes.
Come on, red die. 90-19.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, blood spatter die.
Okay. So with the lifelink, you get
A D4.
a D4.
Out of the box.
2.
Okay, that gives me back 1.
Do you have something that makes it so you only heal half?
No, that gets me back one of the persistent damages. I said. I
Okay.
meant.
And then I'll do the 2-action heal on you.
Thank you.
So this is a D8 plus 8.
Yar.
10.
That's so much better. Alonzo is back up to 24.
24 out of
44.
Chester, where you said
I passed half again.
Chester, a.k.a. Williams, is currently at 22 of 38.
Ooh, gross.
Those things, well, it really wasn't those things that hurt. It was the scream that hurt.
I'm
Friendly
sorry.
fire. Is this
the
my
scream did
curse if
help.
I play a rogue?
Zach here, can you,
Your scream was really
can
good for
you
them,
treat
though.
my wounds? I'm hurt.
It's okay.
My
Help.
head. I got a headache. I threw up.
Oh, Frodo.
Okay. Oh my God. Well, it's fine. I heal you. Yes.
2d8?
2d8. All right. 7.
I say we should wait 10 more minutes and do it again.
Can't you do like the heal check on me?
Yes, that's what the... Yeah.
Can you heal mental damage with a heal check?
Yes, it's all HP.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's the scream. You can heal my ears. Put some eardrops in. Can I hear yet?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So did you treat both wounds for you guys?
I can do that. I can do both. I can't do both.
What'd you get?
That is a 2.
Oh, okay. So it's just a failure.
Just a
Yeah.
failure, not
We
a
can
critical
wait
failure.
10 minutes and do it again.
Okay. Ooh. 27.
Critical.
Is that a critical?
Critical, yeah.
All right. So
Who were you healing
48.
when you rolled that?
I was thinking Alonzo.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. So that was an 8. That's 10. Should I double that?
No,
or?
roll 2 more D8.
Okay.
This isn't like criticals.
Oh, okay.
20.
Ho
20.
Oh, I'm full.
Nice.
Ooh, can I get some of that?
Give us some of that touch juice.
The good stuff? Give me the good.
Much
give me the
obliged.
good ointment.
That's a 1. Wait, what happens when you roll a 1?
I just
that's a
take
critical
8
failure.
damage, I believe.
Yep. Let me look
Should
at
I
this
try? Well, you tried to heal.
Can I get some of the goods? What the day? What in the same hell?
Something's wrong. I can't stop the bleeding.
Well, I'm not bleeding, but now I am.
Yeah, no, you take 1d8 damage, not 8. So roll me a d8 for how much damage Chester takes.
Roll low.
5.
Chester got stabbed by Sakura.
I hand you a band-aid.
That more than I got healed last time.
Let me try again.
10 more minutes.
What? I'm fine.
Chester just lays down on the pool.
It's a 20.
Oh, 48.
Oh my god. 5.
Okay.
It's 12.
12.
Where you sitting now, Chester? You've been yo-yoing.
I'm at 36 of 38. I think I can survive now.
I have a quick question for the DM.
Okay.
Ow.
Is it possible for Alonzo with his foot to try to scuff out this ritual circle?
Funny you should ask that, Alonzo, because as you've been sitting here in this kooky silvery room, it feels like the room is like licking at bits of the ends of your clothes and like straps hanging off of bags and starting to coat them in silvery bits. You get the sense that, Chester, with your successful check, that unless this rift is dealt with, more of those wanderers from the astral plane will make it back in here. What do you do?
So it's not the circle. I can't like scuff it out and mess it up.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of this.
I was like, can I throw a bucket of water on it?
Are you trained in occultism?
I am not.
Then I don't think you could
I
help.
am.
You could do this, or you could help Chester try and.
What's your bonus?
I've got a +9.
I've got a +5. I'll help.
Hot dog.
All right, so yeah, Chester, you know that you can actually close this rift. I'll give this from your success earlier,
Can I steal the rift?
but you need to know how to do it correctly, because if you fail to do that, bad things could happen. Are you trained in Arcana?
I am trained in Arcana. I am trained in occultism.
Are you trained in Nature?
I am untrained in nature,
I am trained in nature.
but I do want to add, I don't know if it'll count, but I have an ability that I'm kind of like treated as trained for things that, for lore checks that I am
Well,
not.
this isn't a lore check.
Okay.
Are you trained in religion?
Yes,
Okay. Do you happen to have planar lore?
I do not.
Okay, so because you're trained in Arcana, religion, and occultism, which is 3 of the things you could use to do this, you'll get a +2 from having 2 extra multidiscipline things.
Oh,
And then Psych here, if you want to roll your occultism, you can help.
17.
17 isn't going to be enough to give Chester a bonus, but it doesn't hinder anything.
Okay.
Chester,
Come on,
you're going to
Chester.
roll, but you'll get +2 from your extra multidiscipline training.
Ooh. Do you have a bottle cap to use?
And this is specific
Or a
to
hero
this check.
point.
This
Use a
isn't
hero point.
This isn't a general rule. This is this check.
I'm not going to use my hero point. I want to use that for when I'm dying. 15 on the die.
That's not bad.
Ooh.
For what, am I rolling occultism?
Yes, +2.
That is +2. Plus 11 for 15 plus 11.
26.
26.
26. So that's not a critical success, but that is a success.
But it is a success.
Yep.
Good.
You feel like it doesn't feel like the air is sucking into this, like, as you have to like basically destroy this ritual circle on the floor in the right way. Maybe you catch Alonzo trying to scuff it up because you realize if you do it the wrong way, it could actually open up water.
Hey, ho, let's not do
I
that.
stop in my tracks.
This is weird magic stuff. Let me at this.
And as you do it, it feels like the room is sucking into this like pinprick as you start erasing it and getting rid of the thing. But you don't feel any air. It's just like the rift closes up. But after you do this, you notice that the room is like covered in this like gray, silvery sludge.
Oh, yuck.
And from your 2 successful checks now, you know that this is malleable astral sludge. And if you take this goo and concentrate on it, you can form it into raw crafting components because it's just kind of this
Holy
malleable
shit.
substance.
Sweet.
Is this like an item that we're getting if we do this, or
Mechanically, there is enough astral goo, is the term in the book here,
I love that.
for 50 gold pieces worth of crafting components.
Wow.
That
Go
sounds like it's
Chester.
right up your alley.
Go Chester.
awesome? What exactly is this to be sold, or is like what can I do with this?
I think the game wants you to turn it into crafting components if you're crafting stuff. But I'll say if you wanted to turn it into valuable crafting components, you could sell it.
But like, when do we get to do crafting?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hey, look, I got this goo. If I think about it hard enough, I can use it to craft stuff.
It's mind goo.
It's mine goo.
You can actually do it if you think of you can Blades in the Dark this and figure out what you turned it into later. But you just see Chester like think about it and it starts forming.
I learned about this stuff in Occultism 101. I'm glad that the professor mentioned like side-handedly about how to close portals, or else we would have never got that done.
Yeah, if you critically failed, you would have taken some mental damage.
I'm not surprised.
You could have also summoned more of those things.
That was what I
I'm
was
so
actually
glad
worried
you
about.
No more summoning.
Did you hear it then? When I screamed, did you hear it? Clawing from the depths.
You mean sound like a big old noise moving, big old machine moving towards me?
1,000 metal legs crawling ever closer.
Yeah, it sucked.
I don't like it.
You like that? I mean, to each their own. No judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. But I didn't like it.
Those who can withstand it are ready to ascend.
I ain't ready to ascend. I signed my do not ascend agreement.
Cat's holding a rubber kukri
Pointed at
threateningly.
Can we search this room
Because
for
it gotta
other
be,
stuff? too?
kick butt.
Yeah.
Backwards hold.
Actually,
Yeah.
first I would like to drink another Eagle Eye Elixir.
I pick up my heavy crossbow and load it.
Yeah, you search through it. Basically, everything that you would have found in here has been transformed into this astral goo that you've already collected.
Okay.
The astral.
That heavy crossbow has been doing me some good. I'm kind of going to be loath to get rid of it.
Below
the astral jizz.
Stop. Bad.
So what do you guys do? You've
Alonso is still a little shaken, like flavor-wise, that he was attacked by his dead dad and his girl.
Yeah, I didn't like those things. They sucked. I'm glad you're gone. So far, Shoma has got the
Homunculus.
undead divs after him. He's summoning things from the astral plane. He's got a homunculus
He had a homunculus.
and robots. I don't know what's coming next from this thing.
The Shoma's a bad dude.
So currently on my devise a stratagem, I've got Shoma
Right.
and I've got robots. Right? Okay, that's what I thought. I could always
Derek
do
nodded.
something. Shoma
Sorry,
and
yeah.
robots. No, you nodded. I was just thinking. Well, if there ain't nothing else in here. Oh, are we still in black and white in here?
I mean, technically not, because I didn't
Just
ask
curious.
you, but like, after you close the portal?
Yeah.
No.
Ah, cool.
You have black and white because of your dark vision, and I don't have a light source here
So
for
the
you.
astral plane is monochrome. That's cool to know.
Yeah, all movies before color
Yeah.
came out were filmed on the astral
Yeah,
plane.
like a old screenplay on the stage. They used to be black and white.
What?
It don't matter. Let's go to the next room.
You never knew it.
I don't like this room.
All of the theater that I had seen
It's in color.
consisted of people dancing in outfits quite like what I wore to the club.
Yeah, it's in color. It used to be black and white.
Why was it in black and white?
Because
I
it
don't
was
know.
in the astral plane, obviously.
It's old timey. That's what old timey stuff does.
I don't think I like this. This
Let's
place is weird.
Go down the hallway. I will be looking for traps as we go down.
Since I'll be up closer to the front.
Now, is the rest of this hallway lit? Can we see?
It is lit. No, it's dark.
Lit.
So you guys go up here. You're moving up the hallway opposite this door that you've just gone down, and you see that it curves to the left, or in game map terms, the east. West.
The Weast.
The West. There's another podcast
The West
joke.
and the Sorf.
Although I
The
think
Weast and the Stone.
we've added Snorth. We have
Snarf,
Snarf.
that's what it is.
Snarf.
North, East, Snorth, and West.
I turned the corner.
Sorth.
Jeez, all right.
Now,
Don't. Oh, I'm just getting
Est
so
and
much more
West.
confused. So you going down and turning the other way?
I'm going
Perception.
down. I'm shouting, it's dark.
All right.
I'm not shouting
Don't
at
yell
all.
in here.
I'm not shouting at all.
I punch you.
All right, so
If
we
you
turn
shout.
ooh, this is are those bones?
Where are you?
I went
Go up.
past the corner.
Yeah, you turn
And
the
then
corner
left.
to the west.
Tired of this map responding 3 seconds after I
Jiggles.
do stuff.
Poor computer
God.
is struggling with this massive Foundry map.
This is scary. I see a we turned the corner
Why
and we
don't
have.
Well, you turn the corner. The rest of us can't see nothing.
Why don't I read some flavor text for you?
do I have to stop up there or can I step one more?
That doesn't
you
look like
just step
bones.
one
It
more.
looks like celery.
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 Someone's eating a lot of celery.
I
in
must
this
be
floor.
really zoomed out.
An acrid smell permeates this 45-foot wide stone chamber.
Ooh, it smells so acrid.
Against the south wall of this chamber is a 5-foot tall stone dais, upon which
That's never good.
stands a black granite statue of a robed
Oh, that's creepy.
and hooded figure, its face hidden in a shadow. The walls of the room are filled with alchemical equipment and materials. The floor is covered with various empty bottles and glass vials.
Okay.
From the array of metal rods to the northwest, to the large glass tank full of a sickly green liquid to the northeast.
Ew.
So basically, huge tank in one corner of this room. A table covered in tools and reagents sits on the southeast corner of this room next to the dais. And a single open exit leads north out of the chamber, which you guys are entering through.
On a dais.
And upon this dais,
On a dais.
on the dais, you see a figure who I will now reveal to you.
Oh, are we gonna kill a god?
You see, standing in front of you, a humanoid figure with fiery red hair
That's Shoma.
and an angry look on his face. And he looks at you and says, "I've been waiting for you guys. Bring it!" And that's where we'll pick up in the
You
next
just
episode.
sat there. We were so hurt. Fool.
Oh yeah, you could really get
He
the
ain't a
drop
very
on
good
us.
bad guy.
We'll talk more about this next time.
I'm just gonna sit here for a week, angry.
We're hit
Stare-
pause for a
I'm
week.
charging my laser.
Stare
So
off.
am I.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag Third Gallon, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of the podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon. Our theme for this season is Delta Rust, composed by Andy Ellison. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work on his YouTube channel, Michael Ghelfi Studios. And you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.